Welcome back to another video. Now, before we get started, you should subscribe to my channel because it would really help me out. But what we're getting into today is I'm going to be going over the heroes that I've ranking all the heroes. So the heroes that I like, my favorites, not so favorites. So here we go. Starting off with one of my least favorite heroes is Warmonger. Now, I don't like Warmonger just simply the fact because she's toxic and she's just I know everybody's gonna be laughing or whatever, but if you're a Warmonger fan, you're probably gonna be like, oh, whatever. I don't like Warmonger just simply because she's overpowered. And yes, I mean overpowered. Now, I don't want to hear the people that's saying, oh, she got nerfed because, yeah, they nerfed her. They nerfed her like what? Like they took away like one damage thingy or whatever, like because of it was her they nerfed her one of her perks. She's just simply overpowered. It's just I don't like her. I just don't. And then another coming in as my second most disliked hero would be Griffin. I don't like Griffin because the same reason as Warmonger. He's overpowered. Now don't get me wrong. He does have some cool armor. Like he has some really dope armor. I just don't like him. I don't like overpowered spoiled heroes. I don't like it. So coming in would be the Raider. Now, I don't like the Raider because I just can't use him. Like, there's some heroes I can use and some heroes I can't. See, the reason why I have a problem with the Raider is because he's just too slow. I've tried using him, I really have. Don't get me wrong, his armor's pretty dope. Like that skull mask right there, that's pretty awesome. He's just too slow, and he's not a hero I can mess with, really. And Warlord, that's another hero I can't use. I've tried using him, but I just can't. He's too slow, and I just can't use him. It's not that I don't like him. He's a pretty good hero, but there's some heroes that again I just can't use, and he's one of them. Another the Warden. I don't like him because, well, I mean, don't get me wrong. He could be a pretty cool character. The issue I have with him is that he's another toxic hero, and to most people that usually use the Warden that main him or use him in general, all to do is shoulder bash. He has a long sword and he uses his shoulder. But and another hero I don't use him is because the reason why I don't use this hero is because I see him everywhere, like everywhere. I see like tons of Warden mains, and it's just kind of annoying. And Peacekeeper, I don't like her because I just can't use her. Well, that's not the reason why. Though, see, when I say I can't use it here, that don't mean I dislike them. It's just because when you can't use a hero, what's the point of using them? I've tried using her, I just can't. Another reason why I can't use her, I don't like her moves. I don't like it. It's just stab, stab, bleed, bleed. She's here to steal your kidneys. I'm not all about that. Now, don't get me wrong. She has some pretty cool fucking armor. Like, her masks are awesome. Her one skull mask is pretty dope. I'll give her that. She has some pretty cool armor. Another hero I don't really use would be Berserker. Now, Berserker, believe it or not, when I first started playing For Honor on another system, my brother-in-law's system, Berserker was my main hero. I mained Berserker for a while. But then when I got my own system and I started understanding For Honor better and everything, Kensei became my boy, and we'll get into him in shortly. But yeah, that's another hero I don't really use. Um, Nusha. Now, I've tried using her. I still am using her. I don't like her. It's just simply because of the way she plays. I don't like. That's why. The way she plays, I'm not down with. Now she has some cool armor. I'll give her that. Like one of the helms, like when she has like all that cool makeup on or whatever. That's pretty cool. I'll give her that. Now, when it comes to the Centurion, I like him. I like his armor. I fucks with the Centurion. Like, look at this armor. It is beautiful. And I can get down with Centurion's move too. Centurion's a pretty fun character to play. Yes, he can be toxic, but he's still pretty cool. I like Centurion. And when it comes to Black Friar, Black Friar is awesome. I just like that she has that dark stuff about her. And I've been starting to use her more because I turned her into like a Medusa character. So I gave her like a Medusa style, which she looks pretty dope. So yeah, Black Friar, another hero I like. When it comes to Conqueror, don't get me wrong, he can be fun to play, but the thing about him is he's a bash character. That's all you do with him is bash. Bash and huddle up. Now, I can't get down with that a little bit, but the reason why I use the Conqueror is because of his armor. His armor is pretty dope. Like, when it comes to this style, that's awesome. Now, the mask I'm trying to get for him right now is this one. That skull mask. That skull mask is looking pretty fucking dope. Lawbringer, I just recently started using Lawbringer, and I got him to rep 5. Again, the same reason I like Lawbringer is because the Conqueror is his armor. His armor is pretty fucking cool. And some of his execution. Oh, that's another thing I forgot to mention about Conqueror. I use Conqueror because of his executions. They're brutal. I like brutal shit. I love gore. Like this one. Just sticks that spike to the side of his face and just yanks it right off. This is another one too. Just strangle him with the fucking chain. And this one, he just rips your arm off. Can you imagine? But back to Lawbringer. Lawbringer, pretty cool hero. Again, his executions are pretty brutal. I just bought this one. But yeah, that's Lawbringer. I can get down with him. Gladiator. I just started using him too because of his insane combos and mix-ups. And the style I was going for. Blue, black, and gold. I think it's pretty dope. And executions. His executions. Now, here's the thing. Some of his executions are pretty brutal, but the reason why I haven't bought more executions for the Gladiator is simply because they're all too alike. I mean by that, like, literally almost all of them have to do with toe stabbing. But I did buy 2, because they were pretty brutal. Like this one, he chokes you out and breaks your neck. And then I just bought this one. Now, coming in would be my Vikings now. The Vikings that I do like. Highlander. Now, Highlander, I like him, again, because executions, they're pretty fucking cool. And his, I just bought this today, and some of his style is pretty cool. Like this. The deer antlers I can get down with. not much to say about the Highlander. He's pretty cool. He's a tough Viking too. Now my favorite Viking I love using is the Jormungandr. Simply because of what you're seeing right here. His fucking mask. I'm in love with that skull mask. And of how brutal he is. He has the most brutal executions in the game. Hands down. Like, you can't even argue with that. Like, look at this right here. Just takes the hammer, smashes the dude's fucking skull in with it, and then he just sticks the hammerhead of the hammer handle down the dude's neck. And this one. This was pretty dope too. Another reason why I like the Jormungandr is because, you know, again, some of his style, like this is pretty cool. Like his helm right here. Now, another Viking that I do like is the Shaman. Now, the reason why I got into using the Shaman, my brother-in-law, well, it used to be, my my brother-in-law, before he left, he got me into For Honor. He's the whole reason why I play For Honor. And this was his main character, and he tried to get me to play the Shaman. So he got me into the Shaman. And the reason I can use the Shaman is because of how brutal she can be, and just the way of her style of fighting is. Like, she's a cannibal. She bites people, fucking drinks blood and everything. She's awesome, and she's fast. She's a unique character. Like, that's what I mean, like, you know, she can be brutal sometimes. Or, like, right here. Just snaps your fucking neck. And then, the one I was gonna buy was when she literally cuts your throat open and just watches you bleed out. Like, literally. Now on to the samurai. My favorite samurai, you already know, Kensei, my boy. I've been a Kensei fan ever since I got my own system. The reason why I like Kensei is because of his lore. Now if you don't know, if you're new to the game, every hero has lore, and I really recommend that you go check out all the lore, because the lore is what makes a hero interesting. And I'll actually probably make a video pretty soon about every hero's lore, their background and everything. But the Kensei's lore is that he's a sword saint. He's a master of the swords. He's like a god. He runs the samurai. He's the general of the samurai. And I also like him because of his armor. And another reason why I get down with the Kensei is because of his moves. His feints and everything. And I'm like really, really good with the Kensei. Now don't get me wrong, I'm not saying I'm like god tier, like no one can beat me. Don't get me wrong, people can't beat me, and it's gonna happen. Someone is gonna beat you. Now, because I've beaten some top players with my Kensei, that's why I get down with them. And I've been beaten by top players with my Kensei. But I'm just a really huge Kensei fan. He's one of my favorite samurais of all time. And I'm almost a rep 70 with him. I'm a rep 60 with him right now. And my style, like this is my permanent Kensei style right here. Because I've gotten so many people that have hit me up like, bro, your Kensei is awesome. And people think I do a lot of work with this loadout, which actually it really isn't a lot of work. And if you want to know, I'll tell you how to get this look. You want this mask right here. It's one of the newer masks. And you want the chest piece, the new chest piece that goes with this helm. You want the arm set. And another reason why people like my outfit, this loadout, is because this sword right here, it matches perfectly with the loadout itself, red and gold. So you want what I just showed you, and the swords. I'll tell you what the sword's name is. The sword is the Mahara blade. You want that, and you want the hilt, and you want the guards. You want all the Mahara weapon equipment. You want the blade, the hilt, and the guard. And then what you do after that is you want the black material. You want to have this material right here. You unlock it when you reach rep 7, level 20. So you put that on, and you should have that. The last thing to the loadout is you want the ornament. It's called the Flying Dragon. Now this is where you might have to spend a lot of money, because the only way you can get this ornament is if you buy the Illustrious outfit. No, the Mythic outfit, my bad, I believe. Wait, did I actually buy this ornament? I think I did buy the ornament. Yeah, you can't buy this ornament, my bad. I bought, this is the ornament you gotta buy with the Mythic. But, you want this ornament right here. It's the Scorpion Dragon. And then that's how you get that outfit. It's really not that hard. Now, my other Kensei loadouts, it requires a lot of work like this. You would need this outfit, and then you'd want the same chest piece, everything. Like the first loadout of the Kensei I just showed you, equipped all of it. Well, not all of it, but you want to equip the chest piece, the arm piece, the blades, and everything. The only different thing about it is the helm. You want the Azuchi helm. That's what you want. That's what it looks like right there. And then you want the ornament, as I showed you. Now with that ornament I have, you're going to want to swap it, which the only way to get that ornament is to buy this outfit right here, which is 15,000 coins. So you're going to want to, because where is it? You see how they have that ornament on the helm right there? You're going to want to take that ornament that you just saw. This is the ornament. So you want to take this ornament, and you're going to want to swap it with this, and then that's how you get that outfit. Then you want to leave the colors too. The color is the coldest blue, which you get that when you buy this. Back to the first loadout, I forgot. The color that I have, it's called Love Apple. It's bright red. Okay, I think we talked too much about the Kensei. So, my next favorite samurai would be, oh man, it is between the Hitokiri or the Shigoki, but because they're both tied, they're both rep 21. But who has a higher rep? Hitokiri does. I like Hitokiri simply because she's dark. Now that may be, some of you would be like, huh? I like her because of her lore. Her lore is she's a Tengu. They're evil spirits. And Hitokiri, these people actually existed. And what they did was they were executioners. So they would execute people with no mercy at all. They're brutal people. And another reason why I use the Hitokiri is because, you know, I have her all customized out. Like, this is the one I have. And the most customized one would be this one. But yeah, Hitokiri, my second favorite samurai. And then when it comes to my third, that would be the big boy Shigoki. Shigoki is my big boy. He's he's one of the toughest heroes. The reason why I use him is because he is really agile and quick for his size. And another thing that never gets old is his executions. Like, some of his executions are just straight up, like, fucked up. Like, not fucked up, like, brutal, but just, like, come on. How are you gonna do that to a person? Like, look at this right here. Tell me you want to get a little mad if you were that warden and you were just getting walked all over. My other favorite hero will be the Armusha. The Armusha, I use him because his attacks are fucking quick. And he's pretty brutal too. Well, not brutal, but he's a pretty strong, tough character. When it comes to my other favorite hero, that would be the Orochi for the samurai. And then Shinobi. And then we'll move on to the Nobushi. Now the Nobushi, the reason why she's lasted because again I can't use her. I've tried, I just can't get down on how she plays. Her armor is pretty cool, like right there. I like that helm. Most people use that helm because, you know, got some horny people on For Honor that would love to fuck Nobushi. Just putting that out there. Don't get me wrong, she'd be looking pretty damn fine. Now, when it goes to the Wulin, my favorite hero would be the Shaolin. Now, here's the reason why I play the Shaolin. It's because he never gets old. He has so many combos, it's fucking insane. You can do like a zone attack and cancel it into like 3 lights, and then you can go like it goes on and on and on. He has so many moves you can do. He never gets old. He's always a fun character to play. The next hero, my favorite, would be Tiandi. Or as people call me, now I have a nickname for the Tiandi. Whenever I played Tiandi and I beat someone, they call me Ballerina Bitch. Because when I play around them, you can like go round and round in circles, like dance round and round in circles, and people like have a hard time catching you. So I got my nickname Ballerina Bitch. It don't bother me any. My next, they're both 17. Well, Zanyu's higher. I like using the Zanyu. He's one of my other favorite Wulin hero. And then we got the Xingqiang. He's one of my favorites. But yeah, those are my rankings of heroes. If you're not offended by it, then, well, that's too bad because they're my opinions. You don't have to agree with my opinions. I don't like the Warden. You could. I really don't care. They're my opinions. I'm not hurting anybody with my opinions. It's what I think. You might think differently. So, but that's it. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, and I'll talk to you all later.